Downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Hey, take 26. 55,
Mike, 55.
On second and goal, Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, barreling in for the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down. You're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Watson, off play action. He finds his target, Fuller. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And that's complete to Cooks. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. Tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30. 10, touchdown, Packers. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length, and the Packers have taken the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with, and they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. What an explosive kickoff return from the 2 all the way to the end zone. A 98-yard return for 6. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Screenplay, Johnson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Watson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Zadarius Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he gets it to Cooks. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Check 4, check 25.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive in total 8 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the result, a Houston touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get caught.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Crosby connects. On the extra point. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. From the 40 now on second down. Watson. That's complete to Kyle. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 27, Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Rodgers now on first down. Complete. This is Lewis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Rodgers now to throw. It's caught by Funchess. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Bradley Roby, the ex-Buckeye, with a corner blitz and the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 11, 2:13 remaining. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Watson, he gets this one to Johnson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey,
and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Back to throw. And he's got it. So that... Try for 2 successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Now Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Sweet 18.
Check 41. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the first down, or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team. From his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now the attention turns to the Texans, trailing by 6. 35 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Watson now to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line to catch it. Is made.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.